Okay, good morning, everybody.
Morning, sir.
How are you this morning? Are you fine? So this morning we are going to talk about chapter 2, get started. Yeah, the title is get started. So the discussion will be led by your friend Irfani. So before we start, let you give the opening comment first. Please from Wilashola.
So good morning, everyone. My name is Wila. Today we will discuss about performance standards. So in my opinion, all of the company or organization need their own performance standard that based on what they want to achieve. Other than that, a company also need to describe the specific indicators of success for each skill within a competency map, right? For to illustrate what a good and success job looks like. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, please Tiffany.
Okay, good morning, sir, and all my friends. Today I'm in very good condition, and the reason why I joined this class today because I want to learn about one of the topic of the performance management. And today's topic is performance standard. Performance standard describe the accepted level of performance by an employee on the job. They are based on the position, not the individual. They describe specific indicators of success for each skill within a competency map. Performance standards provide a means for employers to measure job performance and productivity for each skill and present employees with specific performance expectations for each skill. That's for me, sir. Thank you.
Elisa. Okay. Tasya, please. Tasya.
Okay, sir. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.
Good morning, all of my friends, and good morning, Saradi. So today we will discussion about performance standard. In my opinion, every company, every manager have perform standard to get goals or the target. So the discussion today will lead by Irfani. I hope this material will useful with our future. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. And please, Adila. Adila, please.
Morning, everyone, and sir. My name is Adelia. So this is our second Zoom meeting for performance management subject with the topic performance standard, and later will be explained by Irfani. And I hope that we can answer the question given on WhatsApp group and discuss it together. Thank you.
Okay, Elisa. Okay, please, Irfani.
Okay, good morning everyone. So today I attended class because we will discuss about the performance standard, because that based on the book that you already read, that on the second chapter is about getting started, and of course in the performance managements that to getting started, we need to do performance standard to make sure that everything's that clear and having standard. And it's really important for our company to have that, because it will be like to organize their internal things, internal system, to make sure that everything are in standard. Thank you, sir.
Okay, the time is just Irfani. You can lead the discussion based on your question given.
Okay, okay, good morning everyone. So as you know that I already give you the list of discussion that we will discuss in this meeting today, but before that I would like disclaim that actually these discussions is started from the book on the second chapter. It's the title is Getting Started, and in this and that chapter that actually it is discussed about the performance standard. And as I know that performance standard would be like the key results are in organization like that. But I would like to know in your opinion about the performance standard. So that's why on the first question that I want to ask you that what do you know about performance standard? I think is there anyone who want to answer it or discuss it? If you want, you can just raise your hand. Not, I will choose. Maybe I just ask. Maybe how about Willa? What do you know about performance standard?
I think for performance standard, it is like a requirement and a guidelines that the employees got from the company as a measurement so that they know the company expectation and also the target that they need to achieve the company. So the standard itself is more like a reference for the employee so that they can finish their task well and according to what the company wants. That's my opinion.
Okay, thank you. And how about Tivini?
In my opinion, performance standard is defined as a management approved expression to specify and quantify performance results, performance requirements, and performance expectations that must be met adaptly to ensure the efficient accomplishment of business-specific functions. And also, performance standard, in my opinion, helps business in analyzing the performance of employees and how much their performance and efficiency have deviated from specific plans. And using these standards, companies can make efficient performance based on appraisal decisions. That is my answer.
Okay, and how about Tasha?
Okay, in my opinion, performance standard like a rule in a company or a manager. So when employees perform work effective and every employees must know what a specific job to get a goals in work. And then I think every employers must evaluate performance standard to get feedback regarding job expectation. This is my answer, Irfani.
Okay, you Adele?
What I know is performance standard is an expectation that has been determined by organization of the way or how we work, and we are required to be in accordance with this expectation. Maybe you can learn or improve certain skill of.
Did it finish? Because you're muted. It's already finished, Adele?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. And last, what is about Elsa? Is there Elsa here? Hello, Elsa? Hello, Elsa? Okay. I think actually thank you for all the answer, but it's all of your answer is really good and it's such a pretty uh good answer. And I think if you ask me that if you want to align or get conclusion that what we know about performance standard, it could be that for the examples for the employees that performance standard are can be a guideline like how to properly their job, and it could be like the for the manager also it is like the measure our comparisons point when they review employees performance. Actually it's is it right that Adele's right Adele answered that it could be like a job expectation between the employees and also the managers like that. Okay, we are going to the second questions that. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Yes, that we already know about what is performance standard, and then going to deep that about the performance standard. Do you think that why expectation having a big role in performance standard? Because that I said before that performance standard, it could be like a job expectations between managers and also employee like that. And why you think that expectations having a big role in this area? Is there anyone to start the discussion? Okay, if you don't, maybe Tasha, you can go first.
Okay, the question is why expectation having a big role. So in my answer is because employers or manager have a target. So I think in process get a target must have a rules or expectation. And then in performance standard have expectation like example employees show adequate performance. Irvani. This is my answer.
Okay, thank you. And also, how about Willa?
I think because expectation are useful for employees so that they have a reference benchmark, and also it can help in minimizing the error that can occur, and also it can help in ensure that leaders and employee have the same goals and intention regarding for the job expectation in the company itself.
Okay, okay. Thank you. About Divini?
Having an expectation will definitely set the standard of employee and how they should do or work in the organization. And as a manager, we need to let our employees know our expectations as well as them clearly and simply. Setting the expectations for the employee is an essential responsibility that many business owners gloss over, and clear employee expectations benefit not only the staff but also the business as a whole. The goal of performance standard is to ensure that both employers and employees are on the same page regarding the job expectations. That's why managers need to provide their new employees with the performance standard during the first month of the employment. That is my answer.
Okay, cool. And how about Ada?
Maybe it is because to perform well, we need to know what is expected from them or organization. When you set clear the expectation about the goals that must be achieved and the way how to achieve that goals, it makes a good result from your performance.
Okay. Elsa? Are you here, Elsa? Hello, Elsa. Okay, maybe. Okay, actually, you are correct. All of your answer is really good. That for me, that why that expectation is really important in this like performance standard, because as we know that when we have a performance standard, it means that we have expectations between the managers and also employee. We set that standard like that, and it's really important to have expectations before that, because to make sure that everyone have clear same thing or same goals to make sure that standard is implemented. And I think it's my opinion like this. Okay, going to the next questions, that based on your opinion, like what to consider when establishing a performance standard. Because as like I said before that one of I get the clue that one of the things that to consider about performance standard is like expectation, because we should know that what our employees want and also what our want, and then it should be like it could be an expectation between each other like that. And yes, we'll go into the third questions. Maybe I can start with Adele.
Yes, so based on my opinion, standard should not be too easy or too difficult to achieve, or you can say average. When it's too easy, the employee won't be challenging to finish the particular task or work. Meanwhile, when it's too hard, it can cause the failure in their performance. I think that's all from me.
Okay, thank you. Uh, and then how about Tasha? Hello, Tasha. Or maybe Willa?
I think in my opinion, things that need to be considered in establishing the performance standard is establish the trial period. So, for example, if we also already have what performance standard that we want to apply, before we already say or tell the employee itself, we need to test it first. So maybe we can set a trial period which can last for around 6 or to 8 weeks. So once the trial period is complete, we can ask our employee whether the standard is suitable for them or not. And if there is some issues in the standard, we can improve it so that we can create a good performance standard. That's my opinion.
How about TV?
In my opinion, the things that should be considered when establishing performance standard is first, I think, is to be specific and measurable. Try to be specific and measurable as we create the performance standard. The employee should know exactly what we expect from them after reading the standards. To create specific standard, make a list of company goals and use them as a starting point for the standards. Use measurable standards when it's possible. And this means that we can measure the employees' performances over a period of time. That is my opinion.
Okay, thank you, TV. Tasha? Hello, Tasha? Okay. Uh, okay, maybe I just got conclude that I like that of your answer that it's actually that what need to consider to establishing the performance standard. It could be like the expectations and then also the specific and also measurable. Of course, because to set that performance standard or implement the performance standard, that we need to be measured and we need to be specific like that and also clear. And next, standard need to be motivational, because like having motivational performance standard will make worker more inspired to do their jobs like that. And standard shouldn't be too easy or not to be difficult to achieve it, because we need to like the realities of performance standard. It could be that something that not to be easy, but also not to be difficult to achieve like that. It should be like realistic. And then there is like let our employees know that we are analyzing their performance, because it could be like to set the performance standard that we should get have like clear and also integrity to analyze their performance like that. And then the last is establish a trial period, because that and when we start to to implement this performance standard, we didn't have, we don't need to apa ya, we don't need to like directly implement 100%, but we should give a trial period before, like that. Okay, we're going to the next questions. It is, could you give an example of performance standard based on your opinion or what you think in your mind, like that. Okay, maybe start from TV ni, I think.
Okay, I will give the example of performance standard. The first is when in terms of professionalism. The employee demonstrates a professional demeanor in the workplace, including both their actions and language. The employees also maintains a respectful relationships with other employees, management, and customers. And the second example that I would like to give is about the teamwork. For example, the employee actively helps other team members when necessary and appropriate, and employees may either ask for help or provide help to other employees. And also the last example that I would like to give is about the problem solving. For example, the employees demonstrate strong problem solving skills when they face an issue. The employee can think of the creative solutions and is flexible when problem solving. That is my answer.
Thank you, TV. How about Adele?
Maybe for the example in the restaurant, when a consumer and come to the restaurant, the first person to meet the consumer itself is the waiter who takes their order. So therefore, the waiter is required to be responsive so that there's no consumer order are left behind.
Okay, thank you. What about Tasha? Tasha? Hello?
I think Tasha's still in toilet.
Oh.
Tiffany.
Okay. What about Willa?
So one example that I can give maybe like in a company that has a target to get a low employee turnover rate for the year. So maybe in this case, the employee need the fixed standard as a guideline, such as a target that can be set to get a good result is when it can reach a turnover rate for like less than 15%, while like a satisfactory result would be achieving in less than 20%, and also it can be said perfect if the result is close to 0%. So if the employee know about this standard and the number, the exact number, I think it is more easier for them to know whether this target that they want to achieve can be successful or not. It's my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer. It's really good that to make sure that you have a clear understanding about the performance standard, that everyone or every company having their own performance standard, and it could be like a different things that you can combine or compare about the performance standard, because like I said before, that everyone and also every company having a different performance standard that already. And so we will going to the next questions. Have you seen the video before? That on the first video that I gave you the link before, and I think I would like to ask you that what have you learned, or what is the topic about in the video? Okay, maybe you can start from Adele.
Me, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the topic is about determining performance standard. So the standard itself, it must include an action and desired result, a due date, and then also some type of quality or quantity indicator. I think.
Thank you. How about Willa?
So this video is about determining the performance standards. In this video, it tells that the standard provide the writers with an information in order like to determine the level of performance that has been achieved. So it is also tell that the aspect of the indicator for the standard can be also called as a criterion to be used in assessing the task and objective that need to be achieved. And in making standard, some characteristics that can be a tool to determine their usefulness are like job-related, verifiable, measurable, meaningful, and achievable. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you. What about Divine?
Okay, the video is basically told us about the determining performance standard. These are the yardsticks designed to help people understand to what extent the objective has been achieved, and the standards provide readers with information about what to look for to determine the level of performance that has been achieved. Standards can refer to various aspects of a specific objective, including quality, quantity, and time. And standards usually describe fully satisfactory performance as soon as a standard has been created, one can create standards that describe minimum performance and outstanding performance. Information should be available on a regular basis to determine whether the employee has reached the standard or not, and remedial action should be taken. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tiffany. What about Tasha? About the first video that you already watched.
This is about video 5, Irfani.
The first video.
Yes, the first video, I mean.
Uh,
Okay, in my opinion, this is my answer. So this is video about determine performance standard. This is video explain the specific of standard, like standard can refer to various aspect of a specific objective. So quality, quantity, and time, and to criterion to performance standard and job related to be a good standard. So in performance standard have a characteristic. Okay, Irfani.
okay, thank you. So as you know that based on the video that you already watched, and the first video is the title is about determining the performance standard, and on this video that something that I can highlight, that this video tell us about what is the performance standard, the definition, and then also that how well has the objective uh, of this aspect of the performance standard, how to measure the good standard, and it's also discussed about the timeline, the job related, and also the meaningful good standard. And of course, the last that information that should be available on the performance standard. And it's really important to us to know, because to implement to set up the correct performance standard, we should know the base or the core information about the performance standards like that. That's why I did put the video as a discussion material. Okay, we are going to the last questions, and it is the last video that I give you. And I would like to ask first maybe from Tasha, I think. You can go first.
Okay, for the last video, this video about how to write performance standard. So performance standard describe how learners will demonstrate course competency, and this video teach me about performance standard have two parts. So the first is assessment strategies like evaluation methods, and then the second performance criteria, like describe what success looks like. So this is useful with if we write performance standard, Irpani.
Okay, thank you, Tasha. Maybe next could be Tivini. You are still.
Okay. Yeah. The second video is basically tell us about the performance standard, of course, and how to write performance standard to be precise. Performance standard play an important role in this course. It describes how the learners or employees will demonstrate the competencies, and after that, performance standard will help us to build the assessment task. The video also told us about the two parts of performance standards, which are assessment strategies and performance criteria. With the help of performance standard, employees will know exactly what is expected of them, and the manager will exactly know how to assess them. That is my answer.
Okay, thank you. Next maybe Willa.
So from this video, the video share about how to write the performance standard. So basically in this video, it is stated that performance standards have two parts. There are assessment strategies, which is the evaluation method, and performance criteria, which describe what success look like. So in making the criteria, we also need to make a grade. We can use like a numeric scale and completion. And if there is a criteria, it can make it easier for the employee to know the exact measurement that need to be achieved and what is expected from the company. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Last Adele.
Yes, so the topic of this video is about how to write a performance standard. A performance standard itself divided by two. The first one is assessment strategy, and then also performance criteria. And also with the implementation of performance standard, the employee itself will know exactly what is expected from them, and the leader or manager will know how to assess them. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone. So actually write that on this video that I put the how to write the performance standard because like we already discussed about the performance standard before, and that yes, I think it's really important to us to know how to write the performance standard. And then on this video that we can see that they teach us about that how to the good or the standard of writing of performance standard. And I should know that this video that they have like two parts of performance standard, and there's a criteria when we are writing on the performance standard and anymore like that. And so what I conclude from all of the discussion for today that it is the performance standard that apa ya, they need to measure and also they need to specific to easy to understand, also achievable, and depending on how like the employees or have performed over the last period, leaders can make their work as a solid and above expected or below appropriate performance. And it's up to the manager to decide what is the limit when it comes unsatisfactory performance like that. Because when we set the performance standard, we should having a really a good expectation between each other. And then we already discussed about the aspect of standard, and we discuss about like the examples, and also we discuss about how to write and definition and any more. That I hope that from this discussion that you guys already know what is the truly performance standard. Thank you. Yeah, I will give it back to Mr.
Okay, so So we have what the discussion together. So this topic is very short, yeah. Only we talk about only the performance standard, and it takes a time, not long time, because yeah, this and the material is very short also. So when we talk about performance standard, so we must know what is performance and what is standard, right? Standard can refer to the targets we must achieve, right? Or yeah, expectation. Yeah, so everyone must have expectation. Every employer, every employee must have expectation from doing the job, the work or their task. Yeah, without expectation, so we cannot measure whether it is successful or not. Yeah, whether it is achievable or not. Yeah, so promise is like the guideline. Yeah, so you must as a manager or employer or superior, you must have guidelines for your employees to do the jobs, right? So the employees must know the guideline and the rules. So you must also design the rules, what your employees must do. So that in this case, you must have your expectation first. Yeah. So when we talk about the problem standard, also so can be used by the employees to evaluate, yeah, the employees, right? So without standards, so the employer cannot evaluate the employees, right? Like you study in economic faculty, so you must the faculty has given you the guideline how to study in the faculty, so right? And of course you must have your own expectations, right? Your own performance standards, right? Example, in this semester, how many courses will you take, and how, and then what and then the GPA one you want to get, right? Or to this semester I must get one before. It is your target, right? Or it is 3.5, right? It is your expectations, right? So your expectation will inform you your roles, right? Your roles, right? And then your activity, how to get your standard, your performance standard. It's mean your GPA, right? So you will get 3.44, yeah. And the faculty, the dean, and then the department of management has given you the guideline how to study, right? Yeah, you must attend the lecture fully. You must do the task. It's guideline given by the faculty to the lecturers, right? The guideline. What happen if you study in economic without standard, without standards, without expectations, right? Can you know how successful you are or not? Will you know it? It's difficult for you to measure, yeah, without expectation, yeah. So in this semester, what is your expectation? What about it? What about it, Fanny? In this semester, what is your expectation?
Uh, my expectation for this semester
Yeah,
that I could this semester or this class?
yeah, this semester.
This semester
Yeah.
on this semester that I could finish my like the apa sih namanya seminar that I could arrange my uh proposal, because like I think I would like to finish, and also I want my expectation for this semester that I want to have like a good internship in the good company, or a good like yeah, company like this. My expectation.
Okay. And what you will like? What is your expectation, especially the performance standard in this semester? Have you?
I think
Yeah.
my expectation for this semester is that I can get a good GPA,
Yeah.
and then I can start to write my thesis proposal.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And how about Tiffany?
Actually, it's the same with the others. I want to accomplish my study on the sixth semester with the good grades or the good GPA, and also I'm hoping that I could start writing my proposal thesis and still finding the title, sir.
Yeah. Okay. And then Adelia.
Same with the others.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get a good score
Yeah.
for my subject, and then also I expect that I can write my proposal
Yeah. And then Tasha.
for this.
Okay. Tasha.
Oh, yes, sir. So my expectation in this semester, I get good GPA, and then I understand with the rules to write thesis proposal, and then I can to follow internship, sir.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you, sir.
it is the component, yeah, of your expense to get your performance, yeah. So when what is the measurement of performance study is GPA, is that only one GPA, then good point average. So I will get GPA 4, for example, I will get GPA 3.9, yeah. So what must you do to get that, to get your performance, to achieve your performance, right? Performance goal, yeah. So you must do the seminar, you must have, yeah, you must attend all the lectures, and then how to do your lectures. So the faculty has given the guidelines, right? Yeah, how many percent of attendance must you have, so that is the guidelines, right? So the student must attend at least 75%, yeah. So when the student don't attend, yeah, if the student attendance is less than 75%, the student cannot join the examination. This is the guidelines, right? Yeah. And then when you want to do internship, so the faculty has also given you the guideline how to follow the internships, right? The requirements and what you must do, right? It is the guideline, and your performance, the performance is also the GPA, right? But it is for this semester GPA and GPA, and then in this semester, okay, I will write thesis, okay. But at the goal is also GPA, right? Yeah, the GPA is the performance units, yeah, for your studies. Every student must have the performance goal is GPA, right? Yeah, okay, and the practice must give you the guideline. Okay, so the performance management standard, the performance standard will have the managers to treat or to evaluate the employees. Right? Without standard, it's difficult for them to evaluate. When we use, so the standard must be specific, right? Yeah, must be measurable, right? And then understood, easy to understand. Yeah. So if your standard is not measurable, it's difficult to evaluate, right? If it is not if it's difficult to understand, it's also difficult to achieve your performance goal. Yes, it is why, because it's not easy to understand. So there are three common level of performance management and standard. The first is the strategic level, yeah, and then the operational level, and then the individual level. So the strategic level is related to the company, yeah, to the company, the goals on the organization or company, yeah. So so the standard must be aligned with the mission and vision, yeah, of the company. So what is your, so example, you have a company, you run a company, and you are the top management. What is your company's vision and mission? Yeah, vision and mission. It is the performance standard. Yeah, vision and mission. Is the vision difficult to understand? Is it easy to understand? Is your vision measurable? Is your mission specific like that? Yeah. So when you write your mission and vision, so your vision and mission must be specific, understand, and easy to get to reach, right? To do, right? Yeah, don't be general. So the mission must be specific. Okay. Do you know the difference between vision and mission? I think your lecturer, maybe the management lecture, has explained what is vision and what is mission. This is the performance standard at the strategic level in the company, right? Yeah. What is the company's expectation from doing the business? Profit, yeah. Profit to yeah, profit. So that, but the profit must be described in the vision and mission. So that, yeah. So how to get the profit? So you must have good mission and good vision. So that, and then so you must, yeah, the company must make the guidelines how to get the profits. Yeah, and how the people at workplace do. Yeah, so you must set the rules. So you must put the rules, yeah, to their competence, yeah, abilities, skill, yeah. Put the right man on the right place, right? So in order to get the company's goals, right? Profit, yeah. Right? It is business is the performance standard. Okay, this year we will we will target the profit as much as possible, 50%, like that. Is the performance standard says target is the expectation of the company set. And so the company must encourage the people in the company to work better. So many things involved. So the company, the managers must create good communication, good relationship, is that? Then must develop the people, is that? In order to get the standards, yeah, set by the companies, like the profit, yeah. This the strategic level, so that, and then the operational level, yeah. So company has department, marketing department, operation department, financial department, human resource department, so that, and then research department. So, and then each department, yeah, each department must yeah, this must set the performance standard, so that the target expectations, so that, yeah. Marketing, what if you are the marketing manager, if you work dealing with the marketing, so what is the standard, what is performance standard? So marketing department deals with the customers, right? With selling and the customers, right? So what is your expectation from working in your department, marketing? Yeah, many, yeah. Maybe you want to increase the sales in your products, right? So you hope that this year the more customer, yeah, buy your products, right? This is your target, right? And then it must be described in numbers, right? And then okay, so this year I will target that there must be the increase 20% of the customer buying our products, right? Or this product, and then this is your target, so it's your expectations, right? So you must encourage your people, your marketing people, your department to reach the goal, so that it is the personal performance standard, so that, yeah. And then individual and every employee also must target expectation, yeah? Every employee, it is the individual performance standard, so that when you work in a company, what is your performance, what is your expectation? Like when you study in economic, what is your expectation? Every student must set expectations, right? Do you agree? So every student must set expectation from when they study in economic. What happens if every student don't have expectation? I'm very sure that all of the students must have good expectations, right? Yeah, must good. So they want to have good grade, good GPAs. Right? They want to finish the study, yeah, soon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They want to study in economic smoothly. It is their expectations, right? Yeah, but to get the goal, to get your goal, yeah, to get the individual goal, so the employees or the student must look at the guidelines given, right? Every department, every company must give the guideline to the employees, yeah, and the employees must do the activity, the task based on the guideline given by the company. Is that true? Yeah, in your family, your family also has expectations, right? Your father has expectation, your mother has expectations, right? And you, the children, also have the expectation. Yeah, we can give the simple examples, right? Mother is the top management of a company, right? In the strategic levels, right? Yeah, strategic level. And I don't know the operational. So yeah, the operational maybe yeah, as a regulate individual level. So the children must have the expectations, right? What is your father hope? What is your father expectation from you as to the children? Maybe the general, the vision or mission of your father, of parent, yeah, building the happy families, right? Of the successful families, right? Is your maybe the general vision or mission, right? The vision, yeah. How to build the how do your parents build the happy family or successful family? So you must have good mission, right? Yeah, mission. It's been mission. So you must have good mission to get to reach your vision, right? So there are you can have many strategy to get your vision, right? To achieve your vision. Yeah. And the children, what is expectation from your parents? Yeah. What is your expectation? And about Tasa, what is your expectation from your parent in your family? What is your expectation, Tasa?
What's up?
What is your expectation from your parent in your company, in your family? What is your expectation
Mm,
in your family?
no have expectations, is there?
Why have you no expectation? You must have expectation from your fathers, from your mothers, right? Oh, my expectation is
Uh,
my parent will give me a lot of love, so that so that or will send
because
me,
I think
will let you.
my parents become a good parent, sir.
Yes, of course, your parent must be good parent, but you must have also expectation from your good parent, correct? So if you don't have
Like, sir.
expectation, so if you don't have expectation, your parent will be confused how to how to do something with you, correct? Huh. So your parent will send you to school, but you don't have expectation. How can they send you to school, correct? Yeah.
Yes,
How
sir.
can you study in economic without your parents' expectation? Your parents' expectation, you said. So even though your parents are good, so you must have expectations, right? In your life, you must have expectation. Yeah. What happens if you don't have expectation in your life? Yeah. Everyone must have expectations. Right? So you must have, in other words, you must have performance standards, right? Yeah. You must have performance. If you don't have performance standard in your own life, how can you get your own goals, right? How can you
Correct,
get your
sir.
own goals? So you must set your own performance standard. Okay, I must work in the bank. It is your performance standard, right? In your life. So I must study in economics, right? This is the way how to get, yeah, this is the way how to get your goals, right? The standards, right? And when you finish your study in economic, and then you don't work in a bank, but it mean that you don't meet your standard, yeah. You don't meet your performance standards, right? Because you cannot meet what you expect, right? Maybe, yeah. Sometimes your standard is not supported by your parents, right? Or you don't know, maybe you don't look at your parents guideline. Your parents must have given the children guideline how to live, how to study, how to do the life in the world, right? Yeah. Do your parents give you the guideline how to live, Tasha?
No, sir.
I'm sure you don't understand. Maybe your parents have given you the guideline. The guideline can be oral and can be written, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. And how about Tiffany? What you Tiffany? So it is talking about your family. So everyone in the family must also have expectation. And what is your expectation from your own parent?
My sole expectation for them is actually I just want them to support me in everything I do in life.
Yeah. Okay. And do your parents meet your expectation?
So far, yes.
And do you have set have you set your own performance standard in your life?
Yes, I do actually.
So what is your performance standard?
My performance standard is I want to be a financial free at my age when I turn 25.
Yeah. Okay. Finance
And
free.
yeah,
Yeah.
financial free,
Financial free.
financial independent.
Financial independent. Yeah. Financially independent. Yeah. To be independent. Yeah. So what's it? So you must do something to get what you expect. Yeah. What do you do for that?
Of course, I should work hard to gain money
Yeah.
at a young age.
Yeah. Okay. This is the rule. Yeah. You must have good rule.
Yeah,
Go.
and save a lot of money too.
Okay. It is. So everyone must have proper standard. Yeah. It's individual, right? Individual. Of course, Japanese parent also must have also proper standard for the children, right? So maybe our family, we must have good families, right? We must have happy families, right? We must have successful families, right? And of course, your parents, so our children must be successful in their life. It is every family hopes, yeah, in their lives, right? So to gain their hope, so that the parents and the children go to the schools, right? Yeah, everything, yeah, to support the children success in their lives. Right? Okay, hello, about Adelia? What about you?
I think I expect my parents is always in good condition so they can take care of me until I can take care of myself.
Yeah, okay. It is your have you set your own performance standard in your life?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Okay. It is like, so you can imagine when you work in a company and you are the manager in a company or you are the top manager. So you must know, and the people is your children, right? Because you are the manager, right? Yeah, so the people, the employees are your children. Of course, every child has their own expectations, right? Yeah, and as a manager, you must try to meet the expectations, right? But to meet the expectation, you must have guideline first, and you must give them guideline how to work in this company. Yeah, without guidelines, it's difficult for you to encourage people because everyone in company must have expectation. Like in your family, I saw my parents must support. I expect my parents to support me. So it is the children expectation. Yeah. Sometimes the children expectation and the parent expectation is different, so that or don't equal, so that yeah. So sometimes the children and the parent must discuss together about the expectation. So you can discuss together in the room. And so what is your expectation in your life? You can ask you and you answer, so that yeah, this is the simple thing, yeah, in our family. So when you work in a company and you're the manager or you own business, you have a lot of employees, you can imagine how you meet your employees' expectation. So right? Yeah, so you must have your performance standard. But so at first you must determine your business performance standards, the profit legend, the fire, and then the personal performance standard and the individual. So right? It's not easy, so right? It's not easy to be a manager, yeah, because you must know your people, what the people need, right? And people wants, and if you have read the performance process, so the first you must make a plan. So the performance start from expectations, right? What's your expectation, and what is your people expectation, and then after you have known the expectation, you have decided the expectation, you must monitor, yeah, monitor, yeah. By having the standard, you can evaluate, you can monitor your people, monitor the expectations, right? Yeah. Can your people do the job well? to reach your expectations, right? Or can the people also do the job well to reach their own expectation and do their expectation align with the company's expectations, right? Yeah. So the people's expectation must align with the company's expectation. It means that the people expectation must align with the vision and mission of the company, right? The mission and vision is the performance standard of the company at the strategic level, right? What happens if you have company without vision and mission? Can it work well? Can it work well? Can the company work well without vision and mission? Can the company work well without vision and mission? Yeah, no, of course not. Yeah. So if you run a business, your business must have vision and mission. Yeah. And then, so the personal department must expectation must align with the business vision and mission. It is the way. Yeah. So the personal is very important. Yeah, in the company. So when we talk about from standard, we talk about expectations, right? And to get the expectation, so the company must set deadline. Yeah. And every employer must set expectation. Must set. It's a must, right? Expectation is a must for every employee and every employer, right? Yeah. And we must know that the people expectation are different from one another. So the company must make the expectation align with the vision and mission of the company, right? So to make the people's expectation align with the vision and mission, the company should have good guidelines, so that guideline. So the guideline is will be used by the people how to do the job, how to do the work, so that without guideline, so the people will not work well. Okay, do you understand? Like you study in economics, so your parents must give you the guideline, yeah, how to lead the life, so that, and the faculty has given also you the guideline how to study in economics, and you must study according to the guideline given by the faculty, so that, and the guideline by your parents said how to study, so that the parent will support, yeah, you with your finance, with the financial, yeah, sectors, but you must do well. You must study hard to get your own expectations, right? And your expectation must also align with your parents' mission, vision, and mission, so that your vision may be having a successful family, having a happy family. It is your family's vision, so that, yeah. Okay. Do you understand? Okay, so what is the topic next week? What is the topic? The next week's topic, the chapter 3. Yeah. What is that? What's the title?
Preparing to coach people, sir.
Preparing to coach. Yeah. So it means that the manager must be a coach, not a trainer, right? So when the manager is acting as a trainer, they only train, not teaching how the people how to do it, right? So as a manager, you must be a coach. Okay, preparing to be coach for your people, right? Who will lead the discussion?
Please, sir.
For the
Next week.
Okay, that's it. Okay. That's it. So the must write the question and then post them on the WhatsApp group, yeah, before the lectures, yeah. So so your friend can answer the question and can find the materials to answer your question. And you must also have video, yeah, maybe 2 videos or 1 videos, yeah. And you must answer. You must also the book on performance management, yeah, improving to the coach, yeah. Okay, before we end this program, this class, please, you give the closing comment. And so what you have got from this discussion today? Okay, please, from TVD.
Okay, so from this class, we have Irfani leading the discussion about the performance standard. And by discussion today, we also got to know about the definition of a performance standard. We got to know about the example of it. We got to know how important performance standard in organization as well as in our life. We have to set the standard in our life. We have to set the bar to the extent that we can achieve them. And by if we want to achieve them, we have to know first what we are going to do in our life to achieve the end goal of our life. That is for me, sir. Thank you.
Okay, please, Adelia.
Okay, so this is the end of our today discussion about chapter 2, performance standard by Irfani. And the conclusion I got is performance standard need to be specific, easily to understand, and achievable. This way, employee will be motivated to improve their performance with the set of the standard. That's all from me. Thank you, and see you in the next meeting.
Okay, Tasha.
Yes, sir. So for this discussion about performance standard, very useful to our knowledge, and like how to good performance standard to get a goals or expectation. So thank you for Irfani to be a good lead to this discussion, and thank you to Sir Adi and all of my friends. So see you for next week.
Okay, okay, Wilyaswala. Wilyaswala, please. Hello, Wilyaswala.
From today's sir,
Yeah, okay, please.
sir.
Yeah, please. Let you give the closing comment.
So from today's class, I got to learn that performance standard is very important because they provide employees with a framework and benchmark of how the company expect them to work. And this also will help the employee understand their responsibility in achieving their goals. Thank you.
Okay, Elisa. So Elisa is not present here, so she come into the Zoom, but is not present. Okay, Ifani.
Okay, good morning. So I would like to say thank you for all of you for already active on the discussion and gave your best answer for my questions. And I really hope that for the next meeting that will be more active and today discussion is about the performance standard, and performance standard is essential for us to getting started the company or the organization, because it's really important to us having a standard and having expectations with our employees and also our company like that. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, I think this is good. Yeah, it's good discussion. So by having discussion, you will increase your knowledge, yeah, on performance management, yeah, especially the performance standard. Okay, it is time for me to say goodbye. See you later next week. Keep your health, yeah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye, everybody. See you later next week with the different topics. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, have a nice day.
I have to